who talks directly. He brings it down to a level that people understand. And that's the communication mode he's chosen to run his presidency with. And there's nothing wrong with it. People are just maybe offended, but that's probably because they're not used to it.
So
He's only been in office 7 months.
Yeah.
And he was never a politician in his whole life.
Which is crazy of how he got elected.
Before they reached president are congressman, governor, senator, and they've been out there for 10 to 15 years, 25 to 30 years in some cases. Nixon was vice president. Bush was vice president, and he was director of the CIA. Clinton was a governor. So they had experience, and they weeded out what is positive and negative in that experience time of 4 years to 20 years. So they know what to say that's more politically correct. And I don't think President Trump is politically correct. Or he's not worried about it. He's worried about getting his message out to his base that got him elected.
Do you think it's inappropriate the way he's using Twitter? Because you said that his whole point is trying to get the message across, trying to be more modern. But do you think it's inappropriate because he offends some people?
The people that voted for President Trump perhaps aren't the same snowflakes that didn't vote for President Trump. Therefore, if you come to an academia type setting, they're going to want a little politically more correct version of the same thing. So it's just do you like steak or do you like fish? I mean, one is steak, one is fish. You still eat food. The point is, the steak and fish are food, whether Trump uses Twitter, press releases, or press conferences, and how he decides to come across the American public as he grows into the presidency is his choice. I think you're going to see him grow into it, and he'll become more political in time. Right now, he's just a young red shirt freshman. They happen to be starting with the most popular football team in the country.
Yeah.
As an analogy.
Do you think that Twitter in of itself has helped him with his campaign and then helping him with his presidency? How?
It did help him with his campaign. Now, if you're looking for bad things, some of the bad things that Twitter does is it's like he's sometimes when he puts out Twitter tweets, it's sort of like dealing with foreign diplomacy. I mean, perhaps you shouldn't be putting out tweets dealing with foreign type atmospheres. It's upsetting the U.S. relations with his allies when he says what he says. It's taunting enemies to the brink of war like North Korea.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing is you add an information assurance cybersecurity twist to the whole thing, where now you have the United States has to protect against an ambush on his phone. So it makes the people in America work more relative to a staff to try to keep it safe. So those are some negative things that it does. Yeah, it all comes down to how he chooses to communicate and on what platform. And this is what he chooses to do.
Okay. And then how has social media changed the way people communicate? Why is the president using social media accounts to confirm reports based on leaks?
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I don't know. Is it your phone's down or what?
No, I just have really bad Wi-Fi. Can you hear me now?
Barely, but go ahead.
Okay, so I know these questions are a little repetitive, but each question I ask digs a little deeper into the reason why he uses Twitter.
Uh-huh.
So how has social media changed the way people communicate? And then why is the president using his social media account to confirm reports based on leaks of sensitive intelligence? And does a...
I can't hear what you're saying.
All right. Well,